Hello and welcome to CloudFox Hub. My name is Bhavesh Atara. You are learning Amazon SQS. Inside Amazon SQS, we can create standard queue and FIFO queue. We already completed standard queue, so now we are discussing about FIFO. When you create FIFO queue, here you will get some of the new options related to FIFO queue setting. Out of them, we already discussed about content-based deduplication. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about deduplication scope. If you look at this option carefully, you will find out that we need to select one deduplication scope over here, queue and message group. I'm sure you guys are aware about queue, but what is this message group? The concept of message group must be crystal clear. Then, if you're going to understand deduplication scope, will make sense. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to explain you what is message group first and then use case of deduplication scope. When you can choose queue, when you can choose message group. So let's start. Here we will understand message group through this mind map first. Here we have introduction of message group. A message group is used to tell SQS which messages belong together. It mainly used to maintain strict ordering. Messages that belongs to same message group are processed one by one, are processed in exact order they are sent. Messages that belongs to different messages group can be processed at the same time. We also call it parallel processing and do not block each other. Now this is a very basic introduction of message group. What I will do here, I am going to give you one proper example of message group and then I will come back to this line. Then you can understand these lines properly. So let's understand that why message group is needed. Here I am going to take very normal example of e-commerce. You are going to e-commerce website and you are going to purchase one item. Now how the things are working and what is the role of message group here. So when customer buys an item, the journey looks like this. Customer is going to click on buy now. The system redirect the customer to the payment page. The customer completed the payment. The system confirms the order. These are steps connected and must be happens in the exact order, right? Because this is actually customer's journey. Now, what is the role of message group over here? Look, here I provided you all these details step by step. I'm not going to read all these lines. I'm directly going to explain you this entire concept through this particular picture. Okay, look. Here we have one customer journey from buy now to order confirm. Now these three messages must be processed into the order. But question is how SQS queue will find out that these three messages belongs to same customer. So what is actually happening over here? Producer is sending detail that all these three messages are actually belongs to same customer. How? By sending all these messages into the same group. But question is how SQS will identify that these messages are in the same group. So there is a message group ID. Now look at this. Message group ID A, message group ID A, message group ID A. It means these three messages are belongs to same customer and these three messages must be processed in order. And order is simple, the arriving order. So this message arrived first, so it is going to process first, then it is going to process this, and then it is going to process message number 3. Okay. So basically message group is used to identify that, okay, these messages are belongs to same customer and we need to process them into the proper order, right? Now, when we are going to talk about e-commerce, there are so many customers and there is a chance that all customers are buying items simultaneously, right? So in this case, let's say that if another customer is going to place order at the same time. Now, customer A's journey is different, customer B's journey is different. So how SQS queue will identify that these messages are belong to customer B? Again, message group. Look at this. Here the message group ID is B. It means SQS queue can now identifying that, okay, this is a message group A. These are in the different group, there belongs to customer A. This is message group ID B, belongs to customer B, different customer. Now, when SQS queue is going to process this message, it will not maintain order between different groups. So, what I'm trying to say that these two messages can be processed in a parallel mode. These two messages can process simultaneously, right? Why? Because they are actually belongs to different group. But if I'm going to talk about these three messages, they must follow the order, right? So, message group is used to identify that these messages are belongs to same customer and we need to follow this into the order. And these messages are not actually coming from same customer, so we can process them into the parallel mode, right? Now I'm going to read this line again and now tell me, does it make sense now? Messages that belongs to same message group, messages that belongs to the same message group are processed one by one, are processed in the exact order they are sent. Messages belongs to different message group. Look at this. Here we have orange and blue. Can be processed at same time, means parallel processing, right? So this is use case of message group. Now, this is a special note. You need to understand this. Message group ID is generated and sent by producer application with every messages. In the producer application, we have this kind of coding. Whenever customer is going to place order, if the customer is different, then it is going to add a new group ID. So each customer will have different group ID. SQS uses this message group ID to maintain strict ordering and process the messages into the correct sequence. Means SQS is just going to check this group ID to find out that these messages are belongs to same customer or not. It means SQS queue is not going to add any kind of message group. Another point that you need to understand that when we are going to create FIFO queue, FIFO queue cannot work without message group ID. So, before you are going to create FIFO queue, you have to make sure from the developer of your producer app, that you have added provisioning of message group ID, right? So, now we got complete understanding about what is message group. But our main goal is not to understand message group. Our main goal is to understand what is this deduplication scope, what is a use case of deduplication scope queue, and what is a use case of deduplication scope message group. So now we are going to understand this particular point. So I'm going to start with introduction. Deduplication scope tells SQS where it should check duplicate messages. While creating FIFO queue, we get two options, message group and queue. Let's understand both one by one with real example. I'm going to start with message group first. Okay, so here I have direct picture and the explanation is over here, but I'm not going to read this. Okay, I will read only this. When to use message group deduplication, right? Okay, look.
Thanks for watching. To continue learning AWS with structured lessons, real labs, practice tests, and live sessions with Bhavesh Atara, join our full course at www.cloudfolkshub.com. For any help, call 982-575-7737. All course details are provided in the description.